Hi there. I'm joining you this morning from Cathcart Cemetery, which is a 19th century graveyard on the south side of Glasgow. It might seem like a slightly strange or maybe even a bit weird location for a video, but actually, despite this being quite a miserable March morning, it's quite a pleasant, quiet, peaceful place to be, and it's maybe a good reminder too, if we need one, that regardless of who we are, where we are, we've all got one thing in common, and that is, of course, that we're all going to die at some point, and that however long or however short life is, it's a precious gift, and we should live it to its full. It's a good setting though, I think, for the subject I want to talk about today, which is the top 5 deathbed regrets. And it's based on a piece of work done by a lady called Bronnie Ware. Bronnie was a palliative care nurse in a hospice in Australia, and I guess she had the privileged position of speaking to a great number of people in their last days or weeks of their life and sharing with them some of their memories and indeed regrets. Not all of her patients had regrets, but a great many did. And she realised over the years that there was a recurring theme coming up here. There was the same regrets coming up time and time again. And she wrote about the top 5 deathbed regrets in her memoir, which I'll share with you just now. So at number 5 was, I wish I'd let myself be happier. And it sounds like such a shame that folk at the very end of their life had only just realised at that point that happiness was in fact a choice, and that in all the ups and downs of life we still have that choice at the end of the day to have a more positive mindset and to choose to be happier. At number 4 was, I wish I hadn't lost touch with my friends. Again, I suppose with the busyness and fullness of their lives, they'd lost touch with precious friends, and at the end of life it was possibly too late. Maybe the time elapsed was too much, or the distance too great to try and get in touch with those people again. At number 3 was, I wish I'd had the courage to express my true feelings. I guess again, thinking back on their lives, they'd maybe thought that they'd missed opportunities to speak honestly, be more authentic, and had perhaps chosen just to have a more mediocre, peaceful existence. The second most frequently expressed regret was, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. There's a saying, I guess, that nobody in their deathbed wishes they'd earned more money or worked harder. And I guess that's based on a good element of truth, that on reflection, the feeling that they'd maybe missed out particularly on things like their children when they were young and growing up, and maybe some precious times that they could have had with their loved ones, their husband, wife, or their own parents, because they were just preoccupied with busyness. The number 1 deathbed regret was, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life that others expected of me. I wish I'd had the courage to live the life true to myself and not the life that others expected of me. I guess in that most common regret, there is elements of all of the other 4 regrets, in that the regret isn't about something that was said or something that was done. It's about something that wasn't said or wasn't done, and that it was about having the courage to step out of their comfort zone. Now, what about you? Do any of those 5 regrets resonate particularly with you? It was too late for those people expressing their regrets to do anything about it, but it's certainly not too late for you to have the courage to step outside of your comfort zone and do something about it. Anyway, that's all from me for now. Just want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and all the very best for now.